morning, students. We will continue with the discussion of signal propagation, and we will carry forward our discussion to the next level by discussing our multiplexing topic. Okay, which will be followed by modulation, and we will complete the chapter. So, last class we discussed about signals and various properties of signal. Okay, so we talked about amplitude, we talked about frequency, we discussed about bandwidth. Okay, so now we will discuss about signal propagation. How signal is propagated. Okay, we studied in the last class about antennas. Do you remember? So there were two types of antennas. One is omnidirectional, another one is unidirectional. The signals are propagated in one direction in unidirectional antennas, and in omnidirectional antenna is propagated from every side. That is, the signals are directed in every direction. Okay, towards everywhere. So now, with keeping that in mind, having said that, we will talk about how signal is propagated, okay, with respective to the type of waves. Okay, what type of wave propagates how? That is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so first one is ground wave propagation. Ground wave propagation. So ground wave propagation are generally carried by waves such as radio waves, okay, which have low frequency. Okay, the properties is what? Low frequency. The frequency is ranges between somewhat 300 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz. This is the frequency of radio waves. Okay, so they have low frequency and they travel close to the ground. Okay, and the longer the distance, the greater the power. Okay, that's why these propagation, suppose there are two antennas and this is for ground wave propagation, they propagate. This is how they propagate, that is towards the ground, not upwards. Within the ground, just above the crust, within the range of, these are not traveling in sky, they are traveling in the atmosphere itself, the atmosphere we are living in. That's why these are close to ground and hence called ground wave propagation. Okay, so the type of waves used for ground wave propagation are radio. Okay, so strength here plays a major part. The more the strength, the greater the distance, and hence we can have a successful communication. For that matter, we generally used repeaters. You must have studied in computer networks that for communication to take place, there are various communicating devices or intermediate devices. These are not end devices, but these are helpful for carrying out the communication. One such device is called repeater. Repeaters are used in ground wave propagation, especially in case of radio waves, in order to increase the strength of the signal. Okay, as and when it travels, the strength of the signals deteriorates. Okay, it becomes weak. To re-strengthen it, we use repeater, so that repeater can regenerate the signal again, okay, with the original strength, so that they can travel even longer distances until and unless they reach their destination. Okay, this is how ground waves work. So this was about ground wave propagation. Next is sky wave propagation. Sky wave okay, what happens in sky wave propagation is these waves, they go up to the sky until the ionosphere. See, atmosphere consists of various layers. So we have a layer called ionospheres. it reaches the ionosphere. Suppose this is the ionosphere. Here it gets reflected back to the ground. Okay, this is how it works until it reaches the receiving antenna. Okay, so from the generating antenna, the signal is generated and they are propagated to the ionosphere. That's why it's called sky wave propagation. It goes up till the sky. Okay. Once it reaches the ionosphere, it is reflected back to the ground. Okay. Then again it goes upward. Then it is reflected to the ground, and this goes until it reaches the receiving antenna. Okay. So this is how communication takes place in case of sky wave propagation. In this case, we have a frequency range from 1 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz. These waves are also called microwaves. Okay. So the waves used for sky wave propagation is called microwaves, and they have a little bit higher frequency. Higher frequency. So what are the properties? The property is that in sky wave propagation, the waves or the signals move until ionosphere and are reflected back to the ground. Okay, until they reach the receiving antenna. The waves used are specifically called microwaves, which ranges from 1 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz, having higher frequency than ground wave propagation. Okay, so coming on to the last one in signal propagation is line of sight. The third one is LOS, line of sight. In line of sight, the waves travel in straight line. Since it travels in straight line, the receiving antenna has to be in front of the wave. Okay, that is, suppose this is the antenna, it has to be within sight of the transmitting antenna. This is transmitting antenna. This is receiving antenna. So it has to be within sight. So that's why the distance in such case, line of sight signal propagation has to be very, very low. Okay. For example, when you want to switch on the TV, you use a remote control, isn't it? The TV has to be within the reach. Okay. So which is the device that is transmitting the signal? Your remote. And which is the device that is receiving the signal is your TV. So they have to be within sight of each other, since such wave travels in straight line. So what is the property? Straight line. Low distance. Another thing is the frequency is very, very high, highest. The frequency is very, very high. Since the number of cycles is very, very high, it has to be within the line. Okay. So it has to be within the sight. So that's why, as the name suggests, line of sight, the devices which are communicating has to be within sight of each other, resulting in low distance. Okay, low distance communication. This is an example of low distance communication, and the waves used are called infrared waves. As you know, infrared waves has very, very high frequency. The frequency is very, very high, and they can travel shorter distances. Why? Because they have to oblige with the property of line of sight. That is, the communicating devices must be within sight of each other. Okay. So I am revising this one again. In this kind of propagation, the devices has to be within sight of each other. The waves are specifically called infrared waves. They have the highest frequency, and they cannot travel large distances. So the distance of communication is very low in case of line of sight propagation. Okay, so we will, I think it is clear now. In signal propagation, we discussed about three types of signal propagation. First one is ground wave propagation, second is sky wave propagation, and the third one is line of sight. Okay, we will continue with our discussion in next class. We will talk about multiplexing and modulation. Okay, so I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt, you can post your comments. Otherwise, you can directly mail me shashwati.skdav@gmail.com. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.